Hello children, I hope you have done your unit test for science in a very good way. I hope you all will get good marks. Now this is the revision for your NEET test. Right? So don't think that it is very difficult. It's an easy one only. But you have to follow the instructions what we three teachers are given. Three teachers means physics, chemistry and biology subject. Okay. Come, let's move into the pattern. So totally you will be writing the NEET test for 15 marks, out of which physics we will ask for 15 marks, chemistry we will ask for 15 marks, biology we will ask for 20 marks. Okay. So what are the questions? The same questions what we had for unit test. What are they? Motion introductory first lesson, which will contain all the basic definitions. The second one, motion in a straight line, which will give you the definitions of the important terms. Distance, displacement, velocity, acceleration, uniform motion, types of motion, like that. Then laws of motion, which will explain you about three laws of motion and the related concepts. Okay, so the portion is this much only I am going to cover for your NEET. I may say this much only, but it includes so many concepts. So you may not get, as you are in the 6th standard, you are so small enough to go with your wide preparation. So I will give you some directions to how to prepare. So when you are preparing for NEET test, you should not follow the strategies or ideas what you are preparing for your theory ordinary test. Okay. So there specifically question oriented answers you are learning with the help of your classwork and textbook. But as NEET is concerned, it doesn't require your textbook and classwork alone. Line by line learning of your textbook is important. Okay, wide learning is important. Okay, so first step what you have to do, first take a pencil, just have your portions, sit in a relaxed manner, just to go through your book, not learning, reading. Okay, so just have your pencil, line by line, start from the mechanics lesson, introductory lesson. Just read line by line, not with a heavy sound, just silently. Whichever line you feel as important, underline. This is your first step. Okay. When you do that process is called skimming, S-K-I-M-M-I-N-G. Okay. So when you learn, so many concepts will enter into your mind. First finish this. When you finish this, you will know what are the concepts are there in your textbook. The words in the textbook you will get recorded in your mind. So easily when you can recollect. Now I am going to give you some categories, some types of questions what you are going to learn. So easily you can recognize these concepts from your textbook. So it will be easy for your preparation. Okay children? Okay, now before getting into this, take your book, take 15 minutes, have a fast reading, and fast means what? Without understanding you should not move. First read by inside your heart without taking it outside. Okay? Just whatever line you feel important, you underline. After finishing that, come to this. Okay? Now what are the directions? This is what I have told you. Line by line preparation of textbook. Right? So that is what I told you now, underlining. Now after that, now you come to this. Now I have given 3 videos regarding your portions, right? Mechanics part 1, part 2 and part 3. In part 2 and part 3, mechanics part 2 and part 3, I myself had given some notes as fill in the blanks in your notebook. Nearly it will go around 10, right? So first finish that. Easier one, finish it off and pack it out. Right? So that questions, from that few questions you will get. So out of 15 you can get some guaranteed marks. Okay? So that questions, in that some questions I had given on the sums type. So that question and all don't expect as it will come. Numbers I will change. Okay? So know that how it is asked and how the answer is arrived. Okay? So that question second you have to put thorough. Right. Next. So that questions I have given in the videos part 2 and part 3. Part 1 video I have not given any 1 marks. Only the short answers and detailed answers I have given. So first you finish this line by line preparation, and 1 mark what I have given in your notes. So many of you I had seen, so many of you are not writing your classwork and just taking the printout, and so many of you are not even doing that also. Right? For you it will be very very tough, difficult. Don't expect, don't think that always you can get good marks by inky pinky ponky. Okay? It won't work out all the time. Okay? Right. Next one we are going to learn about the definitions of mechanics. Mechanics, I had given mechanics but I had given definitions. That means what? Classifications of mechanics also you have to learn. Just need not to memorize. Okay, this is NEET test only, not your unit theory test, right? So NEET test, just you have to recognize the mind. What is mechanics? How it is divided? How it is divided? Statics and dynamics. What is statics? What is dynamics? How dynamics is further divided and what are they? What is kinetics? What is kinematics? That alone you learn. Okay, so that is why I have written definitions. Children, each and every point whatever I am saying now, just listen carefully. Right? Next one is, there are some examples you have to learn. Right? So for example, you have what are scalar quantities, what are vector quantity, definition for scalar and vector. What are scalar quantities? Quantities having magnitude alone. Magnitude means what? Numerical value. Numerical value means what? Number. When I say a class of 50 students, 50 is called magnitude. Right? So that number you are giving to one quantity is called magnitude. If a quantity have magnitude only, it is called scalar quantity. If it have both scalar magnitude and direction, then it is called vector quantity. What are the examples for scalar? Your notes I have given. Part 2 notes you can see. Right? What are they? Distance, speed, temperature and all I have given. For vector quantities, velocity, acceleration, I have given like that. So these examples along with the meaning of scalar and vector quantities you have to learn. Okay, next one. Definitions and examples for different types of motion. In your part 2 content, children, there is a tabular column. Excuse me, children. In your motion in straight line lesson, there is one tabular column which will tell you what are the types of motion, and regarding that tabular column in your textbook, you would have explained about uniform motion and non-uniform motion and different types of motion. That motion tabular column also you have seen. Random motion, oscillatory motion, like that you draw one flow chart. No. From that, the definitions you have to learn. What are the different types? What is random motion? What is circulatory motion? What is oscillatory motion? And what is the example given there? For example, motion of a fan is an example for, it will come both for periodic and circular. Right? So like this, these examples you need to know. Right? Next, for rectilinear motion, you can say one example. Ant going on a line. Right? What is that? Soldiers going on a parade. Car going on a straight road. So like this, for every types of motion, you have to know what is that motion called as and what is the example for that. Okay? So that is what I had discussed here. Now here, quantities of same units. In these 3 lessons, you had learned a set of quantities which will have same units. So that you need to understand. Right? For example, you have distance and displacement have same unit. So they are different, but they have same units. Units means what, children? Unit means what? Temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. That Celsius we are saying no, that is called unit. Length is 50 centimeter. That centimeter is unit. All those can you recollect now? Right. Now distance and displacement are quantities which will have unit, same unit only, meter. right? Speed and velocity, they are different, but what is their unit? Your unit is meter per second. How you have to read? Can you recollect the point how I told you to read? Meter, that minus you have to say per. Meter per second. Next one, impulse and momentum. Do you remember that? Impulse and momentum. Impulse is symbol is J and momentum symbol is small p. What are their units? Kilogram meter per second and Newton second. Kilogram meter per second and Newton second. Any one of this will come. So you can ask me now one question. Now how will you ask questions based on this? That you have to prepare. Right? So the directions only you will give. From this, any type of questions can be asked. For example, units may be given. Right? What is the quantity having these units? Right? Meter per second. If there is the in question, meter per second will be given. From the choice you have to select. Which units will have, which quantities will have unit meter per second? Speed and velocity. You have to select both. You have to search that. Each and every option you have to see. See in this question, if I say a question like this, which quantity will have the unit meter per second? This is an example question, children. Don't expect this question in examination. Okay, this is an example. A choice is speed. What you will do, seeing the choice, first choice itself, okay, speed will have the unit meter per second. So let us take the option. You have to read whether, though you got one correct answer, you should not stop there because this is NEET test. Okay, choices will be confusing. Choice, you would have not seen the other two choices. What will be the other two choices? You know, B will be velocity, C will be both of the above. That you will not see. So as a very small note, children, it's standard. So you will have an eagerness seeing the first option. Yes, speed will have the unit meter per second. Why to worry about the other two options? No. Though you know the correct answers, check the other options also. Okay, so for this only I am saying that example. Right. Now here, what is this unit? Kilogram meter per second, Newton second. So what question may be asked? What is the unit of momentum? Both the units can be given. See, one unit you cannot choose one choice means answer will go wrong. So you have to very carefully read all the choices. Okay. So this is what you have to consult in this. Remember this maths. Distance, displacement, speed and velocity, impulse and momentum. Okay. Right. Now sums. Totally we have done. Based on the formula F is equal to ma, we have done 2 sums. Right. In part 3 alone we have done. But we have given so many formulas in part 2. What are they? See here, speed is equal to distance by time, F is equal to ma, V is equal to, V means velocity. Velocity is equal to S by T, displacement by time. Acceleration A is equal to velocity V by T. Momentum T is equal to mass M into velocity V. Impulse J is equal to force F into time T. So have all these formulas. Right? Only this time I am going to give you the direct sums. Right? For example, if this example I will take. What is the momentum? If a body has mass of 2 kilogram and velocity 3 meter per second. What you have to do? Formula, no working out and all as if you do in your classwork. Rough column, fast you have to work out. P is equal to mv. What is that? 2 into what is the value of velocity? That is a direct multiplication. That you have to do. Don't write given, solution and all. Right? It will waste your time. Okay? So direct substitutions and sums based on F is equal to ma we have done in your part 3 videos. Right? So that sums you can take as an example for other formulas also. How we are going to substitute. Simple substitution which you can learn from this equation itself how we have done that sum. Okay. So if you have not seen that video, Go to that video, search as Mechanics Part 2 video, class 6. Right? Just watch how I had done that sums. Okay? Then follow that procedures towards these formulas. Okay? Alright, next one. We have learned 3 laws of motion. Newton's first law, Newton's second law, Newton's third law. Children, these laws, the laws stated by Newton, not by you and me. Okay? Order should not be changed. Statement should not be changed. Even that double quotation should remain the same as it is in your textbook. Right? So, what is your first law statement? What is your second law statement? What is your third law statement? You have to know. And regarding your second law and third law, that is what I have given here. Equations. Second law will have one equation. What is it? F is equal to ma. Third law will have an equation. Fa is equal to minus Fp. So these are the equations related with these laws. And these statements cannot be asked in the NEET test, children. State Newton's first law. Like that we cannot ask. But the other name of the laws, for example, what is Newton's first law is otherwise called as law of inertia. Like this, some 2 laws will have every law will have a nickname. For example, which law will explain about momentum? Which law will explain about momentum? Second law, right? Which law will explain about action and reaction? Which law? Third law, right? Which law will explain about inertia, mass and force? First law. Like this, what is that? In relation with that law, one tagline like questions may be asked. Okay, that you have to prepare. Next one is terms. This is what I want to tell you. For first law terms are what are the terms explained by first law? Inertia, mass and force. Second law explains momentum. And collision will come in this. Collision and impulse. So in relation with that only impulse and all will be explained. Third law will explain about action and reaction. So these 3 terms keep in your mind. Order should not be changed. Okay? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction is Newton's dash law. Third law only. You cannot change that as you wish. Okay? As it is very easy and in one line you cannot write it as first equation. Because Newton only stated it, not you and me. Okay? Next one. Definitions. And see children how I have given definitions 1, 2 and 3 here. Why you know? The definition types are different. Here you have to learn the definition for different types of mechanics. So I categorized as one type here. Here these definitions along with the examples you have to learn. That's why I have given one category here. Right? Here these definitions is a group, a set. Distance, displacement. Like here. Speed, velocity. And this rate of velocity is called acceleration. See the order here. Distance is the length covered. Displacement is the shortest distance. Now these two will go into these two. What is speed? Rate of change of distance. What is velocity? Rate of change of displacement. What is acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. So this is a group. That's why these definitions come as a separate set. When you are learning these definitions, learn with the formula and unit. Here, formulas I have written here. So when you are learning displacement, what is displacement formula? For displacement and all, we don't have any formula. For speed, speed is equal to distance by time. So by learning definition, learn the formula and unit also. So if you learn like that, with the formula you can go with your definition, and from the formula you can go with your unit. How children? For example, you see here, momentum. P is equal to mv, small p. Okay. What is the unit for mass? Kilogram. What is the unit for velocity? Meter per second. So you need not to memorize at all. Enjoyable subject. Right? Physics only. Don't have a doubt. Right? So when you know this formula, you can know the definition also. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Definition over. Unit, what I said now? Kilogram, mass unit, meter per second, velocity unit. So kilogram, meter per second. So randomly you can derive your formulas too. Okay, so formulas are very, very important. Okay, if you don't practice it, memorizing it, these formulas you need to memorize. Though we teachers say we not to memorize, understand and learn, formulas, laws, all these you need to memorize. Okay, next one. Constants. There are in your book notes itself I have given some constant values. Constant means what, no children? What is the speed of sound in air? What is your normal body temperature? Like this we have some constant numbers. No, they are called constant means without change. So that numbers I have given in your notes. Like C, speed of sound, speed of light in air. It is denoted by a letter called C. I have given this in your notes. Part 2 video I think, right? C is equal to 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Right? So like this, these constants we have. One another also we have speed of sound in dry air. So that value also you have to memorize. These constant values we will not give a choice to them. You need to know. Right? Constants only no ma'am, easily we can write no ma'am. No. Numbers choices will be highly confusing. How we will make it confusing? No. Here 3 into 10 power 8, we will give it as meter per second square. Meter second we will give. Otherwise 3 into 10 power minus 8 we will give. So like this, even though you know your correct answer, when you see the choices, surely even that correct answer will go wrong. So you have to be very, very strong in your answers. Okay, to get a clear, you have to search for your correct answer and don't look for the correct choice. Okay, you have to have your answer in your brain, correct answer. That answer only you are going to check in the choices. If you start to search the answer, choices will confuse you. Okay, that is how we will give. That is how we will make the easy questions in a difficult way. Right? That too in physics we will play with the choices. So learn very properly. Now coming to the last but not the least, units. Units means what? What we write at the last after measuring one quantity. Now for this formulas alone, we have included so many terms. For this alone I will tell you. Now you take your pen or pencil, at least in your rough notebook, make a note. Okay, because some of you very lethargically lie on your bed and see the video. No. So just kindly get up, take a pencil, at least in your rough note, make a note. Right? So the F is force, unit is Newton. M is mass, unit is kilogram. A is acceleration. Unit is meter per second square. Don't write PERSE. Don't write the full word. MS power minus 2. Right? Power means what? You have to write a little top. Right? Then V means velocity. Unit meter per second. MS power minus 1. S. Small s displacement. Unit meter. Time as usual. What? Second. This is capital S, speed. Right? Unit meter per second. D, distance. Unit meter. T as usual. Second. A, acceleration. Already I have told you. Unit meter per second square. B, velocity, unit meter per second. T you know, so I am leaving it. T, small t, momentum, unit, there are two units. Kilogram meter per second and Newton second. Right. Mass, what? Now you have kilogram. V, velocity, meter per second. J, impulse, I-M-P-U-L-S-E, impulse, unit same as for momentum, kilogram meter per second or Newton second. Then force, Newton, time, second. Okay children, so now one more point I need to tell you here. Here I told notes, you can learn, get 1 marks, and out of 10 questions, I have even taken some guaranteed questions because every one of you should get 1 minimum mark, right? So for that I have given, but these other questions are going to come. Let us mug it up. No children, it won't work out with physics question paper. Choices I had made it little difficult. So you are very clear in that answers. Okay? So don't think that this question, this is the answer. This question, this is the answer. Okay? Inky pinky ponky. No, that and all is not going to work out. Learn, understand and learn repeatedly. Okay? Learn well, do well, get good marks. Thank you children.